Good evening, gang. 9:30 on a Monday night. Actually this morning I started off with a 10 o'clock meeting with a new client. Showed them around our current project that we're doing for a client. Went to our property that was identical so you can see the finished product, and then took them to another property, our first 6-bed HMO. Yeah, it was a really good meeting. Spent 2.5 hours with them. And then from about 12, half 12, I've been decorating all day, feeling like absolute dog breath. But I've just been cracking on, just been plodding along, getting stuff done. So all the banisters, sort of painted all them today, lots of woodwork, lots of doors, walls again that need doing. So tomorrow we should, get it done. We're going to do a good, solid 8 to 12 hour day tomorrow. As well. So yeah, feeling knackered now, so we've got to get the kids to bed, and then me and Alicia have got to do, she's doing an IKEA order, we've got to do a costing for another investor, and then I've got a million emails I haven't even looked at, so I've got to do that as well. Oi! Why are you shouting? I'm trying to vlog.
He's shouting because he wants his white vest on. But his white vest is dirty.
You want your white vest on? What? Do you want to tell everyone that you want your white vest? Oi! No. No. Right. So yeah, I have nothing else to really update you with. Putting in the effort. Putting in the grind, putting in the hard work, because there's nothing else that matters right now. Nothing else. This is it. This is the week of our year anniversary of doing the vlog. A whole year. Started this a year ago, whenever it was. I'll find out when we first published it. But yeah, I would have been filming on a Monday, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh my god, I just filmed the whole clip and didn't have the sound on. What an idiot. I was just saying, it's 4:15. We managed to get all the decorating done for the last 2 days. I've been doing solid decorating all day, literally done nothing else. Carpet fitters went in today. So I've run errands today, I've been feeling a bit rough, so we went to bed late. Me and Alicia stayed up to about 2 in the morning, so she got up, sent Rocco to nursery, I got up about 10. Didn't leave the house about 11:30. Ran a few errands, got some money, paid the carpet fitters, went to our client's HMO, did 3 inventories there, spent quite a bit of time there, and then yeah, we're back. We're packing because we're going up north. We're going to Chester. I've been playing with Rocco for an hour because I haven't seen him for the last 3 weeks, and not going to see him for the next couple of days. We're staying up there 2 nights. I'll take you around tomorrow. We're going to see one of our development sites that our mentor's doing, and then we're going out celebrating in the evening with everyone for a freaking successful year. Because that's the end of that mastermind group. So yeah, having a few drinks. Yeah, I'm gonna do a few jobs in the car as we drive up, and that's about it. That is about it. I'm just packing now. Don't want to be late, so short little entry, and yeah, that's what we're doing. A day. This is going to be slow-mo.
Ollie with all of his drinks that he likes spending money on.
Mate, this absolutely banging. I've said this already in the vlog. We're not just strangers.
Hello.
Are we allowed to walk over it? Good morning. How are you? Good.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, how you doing? You alright? You okay?
Yeah, good.
My goodness. Yeah, you're for a big car. And then, I don't know if we'll be able to see it, if you look to the left here, there's a huge other college that they've got, which I think is part of the same thing. But it's oh yeah, just right here. So yeah, you see that building just in the background there? That's another huge blimmin' college building. They walk there, just stand in front of it.
turn the aperture down. I don't know whether it will work.
Yeah, weird.
The right order. So basically, our project manager, Mark, who is no longer our project manager, didn't do things in the right order. So we're just finishing stripping it out right now. The order we did things in is we bought it, got the architects in, got the plans, put it through planning, and then when we went out to tender, basically Mark, who was dealing with it, got stuck in treacle with the contractor because they couldn't price it because we hadn't stripped it out, and he wouldn't let them strip it out until they priced it. Yeah. So it was a bit of a Mexican standoff, and it got a bit ugly for the stage until I walked in and fired Mark and took control of the project management of it. So effectively, what we should have done is stripped it out a year ago, because then we know what's inside the building. Because of course now we've got the plans, but when we go in, I'll show you some things that the buildability of those plans isn't quite as simple as we'd hoped. Because now we've stripped it out, there's things that we found. Actually, what are you going to do with a building like this? Which is why I say in the future I'm just bloody doing new builds. It's just, by the way, when we bought it, this was just brownfield. This was an old industrial park that's been knocked down for 8 years. They've managed to build this entire thing in the time since we bought it to stripping it out.
It's going to put you to shame a little bit.
Put you to shame a little bit. But it smartens up the area, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So
How old is it?
this building, about 100 years old. So what we've got planning for is 2 retail units at the bottom, 5,000 square foot of retail over 2 units. We've got 20 flats above, which is 12 first floor and then 8 second floor. Now there isn't a second floor in it, it's the second floor that's causing the issue. So at the moment I am playing around with the idea of just ditching the second floor. Because of course when you're looking at something like this, it's a yielding property rather than a selling property. So there comes a point where there's no point building the second floor depending on the cost of it, because of course to meet the yield requirements, if it goes over about 35 grand a flat, there's no point doing it. Might as well just take the money and buy some other stuff around here and save the hassle. So we're kind of doing it pro, but we'd rather do it obviously.
The layers on this one.
So now we've stripped it out, you can see we've got these 3 big, they're called Queen's trusses, brown things, that effectively are in the way, but obviously they're holding the roof up. So the current design that we've got here means we need to remove the Queen's trusses. Now, the architect done put the floor plan for the second floor about the height of these windows. Obviously give the head height and the space to put the 8 flats up wide. There's actually 5 here, and there's going to be 3 flats. Effectively, in these compartments here, 1, 2, 3 flats in there. So the issue we've got with these queen trusses, how do we get them out? What's the structural solution? And the first solution was basically build a steel frame in here, which is a fucking nightmare because the spans are so long. It's 15 meters long. The only thing we can do is get 3 5-meter spans. Well, yeah, you can get 5 meter span of steel in here without taking the roof off. So it's extremely difficult. Basically, get them in with various bespoke scaffolding rigs through here, crash decks, all of that sort of stuff, and then weld them together. So that's going to be expensive. The second option, and this is the option before they stripped it out, was this is actually a concrete slab, first floor concrete slab. So if this can take it, the option was to effectively build a 2-story property in here. So rather than have steels for the spans, have structural walls, party walls across the flats. So that was fine as an option until we found these Queen's trusses, which obviously get in the way because they're higher than the floor level. So
it'll just be like floating around in the people's flats.
Exactly, yeah. So we've got the structural guys doing a survey on this slab next week. Basically a piece of machinery that takes a day to scan it all to see if we can build on this. And then when I actually only came in here yesterday after they only been doing strip out over the last few weeks. And this is why you're always going to think differently when it's your own building versus professionals. Professionals don't always come up with the same solutions. My immediate reaction was, why don't we just make the second floor effectively the height of the Queen's trusses, so we don't have to take the Queen's trusses out. So the floor basically goes starts at the top of the Queen's truss, and we're going to lose some space obviously with the by putting the floor higher. But if we can still get 4 flats rather than 5 flats, we might lose a flat. But as I said, my criteria is 35 grand a flat. Is it going to cost 35 grand less to just use what's here rather than put an entire structural solution in? They're like, oh, well, actually, that would work. But they don't think, you know, the professionals won't think like that because they've just got a set of plans. They're just working to make your set of plans work. So it's important as the client to kind of come up with that big picture thinking. So that's where we are at the moment. We're having it surveyed next week to see if we can build on it. He might just say actually that this isn't suitable for building on at all, in which case to put a second floor in, we'd probably have to go to the foundations and put column supports up from the foundations, which at that point is just too expensive. It's like, fuck it, we're not doing it. We're just going first floor, keeping it simple, keeping it cheap and going 12 flats. If it is suitable, then we're going to then design a solution to try and get 4 units up there rather than 5. Or, you know, I was also thinking you could go for an HMO style unit up there. You know, you could do easily a 5-bed cluster flat sort of thing, so centralised living area, and then 5 bedrooms off it with en suites. Would also work, and actually cash flow wise not be massively different. So there's a few options. So yeah, this used to have a sprung dance floor on it, the only one in the northwest. That's now. The outside of the building is locally listed, so they're making us keep these windows with the window bricks on the front, which means we have to go secondary glazing, which is going to be a bit of a shit out. Also means that if we're going to have to keep these, we can't have windows that open, which means for building regs, potentially we're going to have to put a heat recovery system in, just because they can't open a window, which is £2.5 grand a unit.
So you can't get rid of these? You can them, but you can't get rid of them either?
We should be able to reglaze this, but we have to keep these. So we're going to effectively just refurbish this, probably reglaze it with proper glass. I don't think we need this frosted stuff. Keep that and then secondary glazing. Yeah, so second floor will be a flat there, or flat here with these are two structural walls, and a flat here upstairs. Then this used to have various bits of walls there.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, shit.
Into that, actually turn this into 2 flats, getting a bit more space. And turn it into 2 flats is actually quite a big area. Yeah, but it's definitely 1 flat, potentially 2 flats in this one.
Literally shower gel there. Probably forgot it as well, along with my spare t-shirt and contact lenses.
No, we're out on site.
So this will be the in here. And we're obviously trying to keep the internal walls as much as possible for obvious reasons, just to keep the cost down with structural stuff.
Thought of the day.
Grammar.
Do what you're asked when you're asked. Do what you're told when you're told.
Now,
You should listen to that, Alicia. Do what you're told.
Grammatically incorrect.
Doesn't matter. Oh God, we're lost.
The big lads might struggle to get down here.
That's a weird.
You go to the boxing gym. Big lads might struggle.
See what she says.
Wow. Look at that. You can sense Rocky in here.
What's your head when you come through?
Are we actually going through it?
Sounds not.
Layers on. Oh shit. So mind your head when you come through. That's it. I'm trying to stand low and again. You manage.
Yeah.
I made it.
So Ollie's struggling now. He's
Oh, what?
there's another flattage down here.
It's like it's haunted. This is lovely.
Back to the letterbox.
First, and there'll be another staircase to the second floor. And then the commercial will be down here. They'll have a separate entrance on the side. Yeah, it's the commercial. Looks like an urban boundary.
At the haunted house at Disney World.
Huh?
Left it to us to stay. They had no idea what to fucking do with it. So it went on the market with one auction, didn't sell. My builder at the time came and looked around and I looked in and said, oh, you don't touch this. And then he put an offer in. And had an offer agreed. So I wasn't too impressed about that, but then he pretty much went bankrupt. We saved him, and he basically passed the offer, the deal over to us. So at the moment, this is the plans are. This unit, we've got heads of terms, draft heads of terms from McCall's convenience store to take this up to about where this wall ends. So that will be their main unit. This will be storeroom sort of thing. Now it's not set in stone yet. We've got a meeting with them tomorrow here about getting the heads of terms signed. There's an issue. The planning we've got is retail to be open from 7 in the morning till 10 at night, and they will only take it at 6 in the morning opening time. And at the moment, the council's saying no, they're not going to grant it. So we're going to have to go to appeal basically for a variation. If they keep being idiots about it, one of my tenants in another one of my properties is the local MP. So just see, I think it's silly chucking out a blue chip client for an hour's worth of opening. And then we'll have the other half, which will then go look for a tenant for. But it's well big enough. Actually, we probably cover up about 3 or 4 different units, right? So maybe we'll do that. But there's various little rooms around there.
Watch out, Sam.
So I'm thinking maybe like, a beauty salon or something like that. It's huge. Quite a lot for 186 grand for this one.
Wow.
You can't get a 2-bed flat in.
Oh, there's always
Can't get anything.
London, isn't there? That's how much my toilet cost.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to. Our forecast total cost is about 1.1 million on it.
Buy Palace.
But it's a lot of floor plate for the money. Obviously, one of the reasons we need to keep commercial down here, and this is why I love commercial, is we'll just create a shell. Commercial tenant will come in and to fit it out. Right? So it's brilliant. It means it really reduces the cost of what you've got to do. So we're just going to speak to McCall's on Friday, tomorrow, and see what their shell spec exactly they want. But probably, we probably don't even have to take it back take it back to brick, they could probably just put their stuff over the top of it, then line the walls. Because if they're going to line the walls, it doesn't matter if it's plaster or brick. We're going to do the same upstairs. We're not going to hack all the brick off. We're just going to stud around it, create internal walls, stud around it. A building this size, imagine just taking all the plaster off and disposing of all the plaster. Is a big old job. And I guess the other thing with a building like this is a lot of people wouldn't know what to do with it. In terms of building it out, managing it, it's a more challenging tenant demographic in this area of town. But obviously we've got a specialist rental agency that specialise in exactly this sort of thing. So it makes it much more attractive. And then basically doing all the building over the road was just a bonus. We didn't even know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's all happened since we bought it. So that itself has probably raised the value a little bit. But with 20 flats in the retail, we're putting 1.1 in. The investment valuation at sort of 8 to 10 times, it's about 1.4 to 1.6 million GDV. So we should be able to recycle a decent amount of cash out of it. Although we won't take all of our money out because we'll be with Lloyds. They'll force us to leave money in. But that's no bad thing. So it just means your cash flow is going to be better, and you can have less debt on it. So we'll probably leave maybe a couple hundred in, take 900 out, and that's enough to go and buy 2 or 3 more like this. So yeah, that's the Phoenix. Cool. So anybody got any questions on doing sort of commercial process, bigger stuff? Because there's, obviously it's a step up for me to be doing projects this size. The big thing is working out how everything fits together in that pre-contract stage. When the main contract's done and signed, it's easy at that point, your hands off. But getting there is quite difficult because there's lots of people in terms of professionals, QS, structural, architect, main contractor, all their own agendas. None of them coming back with just saying, this is what we need to do. It's like accountants, right? They'll do your stuff, but they won't tell you what you actually have to do or take any liability for it. They'll just do what they're told. And it's the same with all professionals. What I'm finding is nobody will actually come up with solutions. Say, we could do this, or we could do that, we could do that, but nobody will agree on anything. And then as a client, you've just got to be quite forceful with them. Get things in the right order. There's a lot of unintended consequences. Like, now we've seen what's in the second floor. We've got to get the structural guy in. The structural guy's got to get his solution done. The solution's got to go to the architect. The architect can't do anything else until he's got that structural solution. The contractor can't do any pricing until the architect's amended the plans. After the structure, everything's got those knock-on effects.
So how can you have any certainty on what you can afford to pay for it if you don't know what you can do with it?
Well, with something like this, you'd have a rough price per square foot.
Yeah.
What do people talk about? They say, renovations are 60, 70 quid a square foot, new builds 100, 110 pound a square foot. Yeah. And this will fall kind of into it. If I go, let's just work out square foot versus, so at the moment, the contract sum analysis is 780,000. That's not including the VAT, but it's obviously 5% of that. 780 divided by, it's about 10,000. So it's about £78 a square foot. Yeah. So we're in that, so pretty much spot on that. Yeah. So that's what I'd work. And then obviously you've got professional fees, you've got finance fees, you've got cost of purchase, you've got planning fees, all of that stuff is additional onto it. So when you know what things are worth in the area, and roughly, you'll be able to come up with that. Yeah. It's going to be rough at that stage unless, a building like this, you could never come in and actually price it before you put an offer in. You've got to take some risk on it. Yeah. But that's why we bought it for 186 grand. Yeah. That's why you could buy it at that sort of price, because you're de-risking it with the price you're purchasing it at. If we sold this now with full planning, a full structural solution, architect's plans, we could probably flip it for easier. Probably, we spent about another 50, but we could probably get 150 grand just flipping it right now.
How much is pay for this?
186.
But then people, for 186, you're effectively buying a big headache, aren't you? As far as
wanting to get the best seat. And as I've done that, I walked straight into the door frame and just hit my arm and I just went like that. Everyone on the floor, and he just walked past me like laughing like.
Sup? So we're here at our service department, which is our mentors. We just finished our mastermind day for the last day. It was a whole year gone. We're going out on a piss now to celebrate what a fucking good year we've had. Basically, we're going out for dinner and drinks. We're going out for drinks, dinner and drinks. So Alicia told me not to bring the camera because she doesn't want her drunken antics to be on show. So we're gonna love you and leave you. Not that you care. No one cares. But that's it. Let's go get drunk. What you got, lads?
Let's get drunk.
If you send us the
Sorry, are you gonna be 10 tonight or 8?
Thank you. Just having one gherkin.
Everything's been fine.
I went 30, 45 minutes between courses. And it was just, even the stuff that came was just average.
Taste it, then you like. Morning.
Right, it's the morning after. Jesus Christ, look at these stairs. They are some sharp ass stairs. I don't know what time it is, 10:30, 11. I'm gonna go get some breakfast. So it's a very good night out. Went to this like bar, which was like all old fashioned. Like, I mean, look at this. It's all cobbles. All cobbles, like, yeah, bar, just literally drinking whiskey, Jack Daniels, all that sort of shit. So now we're going on a hunt for breakfast and coffee before we head back home. Look at this, where they gone? Here they are.
You get filmed. Yeah. Should we go to
And with them.
That what?
Food.
About what you're eating?
Yeah.
Well, there's no service here at all.
Babe, what have you got to say? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Say something in French.
C'est magnifique.
What's up? It's 9:10. It's Friday night. It took ages to get back from Chester earlier because there was loads of traffic on the M25. So after our little pit stops and stuff like that, it was like a over 5-hour journey, which completely knackered me out. I had a little coffee and then fell asleep for like 20 minutes. And then I left at 7 o'clock to go move in 2 people, and they were slightly late, so I didn't get there till about 8ish. That's fine, didn't spend too long with them, they're really nice guys. So yeah, done a little bit of work tonight. I'm putting off all the admin until tomorrow. I need to create a massive things to do list, because you know, we've been asked to feature in a digital magazine of progressive property, their first ever one, so we've got a bit of a write-up to do over the weekend, and got to sort out our client account. That's an absolute mess, and just yeah, little bits. So there's loads of things to do. Visit the property because the carpets are down. We've seen the pictures, they look really good, so it's going to be a busy ass weekend, but haven't seen the kids properly all week, so we are having pizza and going to chill out for the rest of the evening. So yeah, life is good, life is good. Look at these two. I swear, whenever I vlog, they're doing this.
Is that your dinner? Oh no! Oh no! I gotta get a thing.
Okay? Okay? Okay?
Daddy's calling you.
What are you doing? Wow. Okay, have you missed me? Have you missed me?
No.
No?
No.
What do you mean no? Cheeky monkey. Right, it's Sunday, 1:45. We're about to go move a tenant out and then go film our HMO vlog, and then probably rock off at my dad's and then go do some work at Costa. The work we've got to do is we've been asked to do that write-up an article of us in the Progressive Properties first digital magazines. We're going to finish that, finish something for our accountant, because they'll be fairly quick jobs. I've kind of done the bulk of both of them, and then we need to analyse deals for the rest of the day, go have dinner and stuff at my parents' house, and then prepare for the rest of the week. We need to like smash it out. I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday. Yesterday I was just dead, literally being ill was doing my freaking head in. So I bought some like healthy gut type tablet type things to try and get a better gut, digestive system, multivitamins, all that sort of stuff. So
I need the keys.
yeah, what,
You're not opening the door, so
great. And we haven't got the key to the HMO, so we're here and this always happens. And we're late, basically, we're late. So there you go. Happy Sunday. Good evening, gang. It is 10:10 Sunday evening, and this marks the end of the 52nd vlog entry, which means we've done a whole year's worth of vlogging. Now, we actually started 51 weeks ago, and I missed a week, but I caught up and did 2 vlogs. So we've actually, yeah, we're gonna do a bonus episode then. So next week we will do a bonus episode. But yeah, we're just sat here reflecting on the year that we've had, and you can literally go down the or go up from the bottom of the video, and I've made a little note because when we started this vlog we were finishing up our second HMO. We started our mastermind, which we've now finished. It was a whole year of masterminding. We met some amazing people, some really successful people that we've learnt a hell of a lot. So we've got, you know, really grateful and thankful for everyone that's helped us on our journey, so to speak. Like, honestly, so like blessed. We've had birthdays, Rocco's birthdays, Talia's birthday, our birthdays. We've had no sleep. Rocco's just beginning of the year absolutely drained us to sleep. Never slept very well. So we've got, I think there's one of these episodes called like no sleep. Alicia's been on about 2 or 3 holidays. Went to Rome, Dubai, all that sort of stuff.
2, there's 2.
June saw me quit my job, which was massive, as it was the right time to sort of step up the business. And then basically I had 2 months where 2 or 3 months where it just went to shit. And you'll see like the journey through the summer holidays from about June, July, August, coming out of August, where I had to really dig deep, really do a lot of personal development and overcome some mindset stuff. I was being pretty lazy at work, and just how you do anything is how you do everything, in all seriousness. So yeah, like I've really had to dig deep and do that. Alicia graduated, finished her degree, so she's now got it proudly up on the wall next to mine. There's wonky. Sorry, one sec. Yeah, we are still recording. What else? We started a new HMO project. So we got our first ever development client, if that's what you want to call it. And then we basically finished the year mentally stronger than ever before, business booming. We've got a letting client on the side. We've literally got 3 100% people that are pushing us to get them HMO deals at the moment, potentially doing a refurb for another one, and then got a few others like in the background simmering away as well. So we've really ended the end of last year really strong. Christmas was really good, really nice Christmas. You know, we've been spending more time with the kids because obviously we're off work. So what a year. What a bloody good year it's been. I'm just really grateful. Have you got anything to add?
Well, just that, I suppose, doing these vlogs, you know, I hope it helps, you know, someone out there as well. But for us, looking back, sometimes you forget, you know, a lot of the things that you've done, or thoughts that you had, or troubles that you had, or whatever. So it actually provides really good reflection on how far we've come, whereas, like I said, you know, some things we might have not remembered. So yeah, it seems like the year's gone really quick. Here we are at week 52.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a little montage of all the best sort of highlight bits from our past year for next week's vlog. So I don't really know what to do with the vlog anymore, sort of saying I don't know if to have a little break for now and sort of have a think about the format or what we do. It's taken up a lot of mind space, and we really like to hit our goals. We need to find these investors like HMO deals, and really want to just like put 100% effort into that. And we've still got a lot of letting stuff to do and finishing off a project and stuff like that. So I was sort of thinking, do I take a little break from vlogging just to really focus on that, and then pick it up again when we've got a bit more time? I'm not sure if you've watched this whole video and you've got to the end and you'll watch it now. Private message me and us. Let us know your thoughts and feedback. Should we carry on? Do you want us to carry on vlogging and seeing what we're up to all the time? Just yeah, give us your feedback, I guess. Got any ways that we can improve?
Why does it need to be a PM?
Some people might not want to make a public comment.
Right.
So private message me if you feel more comfortable doing that. Anonymously write me a letter if that makes you feel better. If you really don't want to know, that's fine. But yeah, I don't know if to carry these on or not. For now, I don't know if a little break. I really do like them for the fact that the kids could watch back on this. It's really good to reflect. But it does take up a lot of mind space and time to do it. We'll obviously carry on vlogging in some respect. I've bought this camera now and I love it, and I do love doing these. But yeah, I think how could we improve and little things like that. Yeah, would love to hear your feedback. But this has been a big ass vlog, so we're going to end it there. What a great week we've had. What a great year we've had. Really grateful. And if you're watching earlier, we managed to analyse our deals. We managed to do our progressive write-up, and we're going to finish off doing this other little thing for the our bookkeeper and accountants. So we're going to do that, and then yeah, see what else we can do tonight. Not vlogging next week. Might be hard. You literally might get 2 vlogs. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Surprise!
Yeah, bloody hell. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching. Genuinely really appreciate it. I hope you, yeah, no matter how long you've been watching, if you've seen all the vlogs or you've just dipped in at the in and out, you know, if you dipped in and out or whatever, you can see that this is honestly just the absolute unedited rawness of my hair always being messy, that sort of, you know, swearing and all that. We're not hiding anything. We're not trying to BS you. No smokes and mirrors here. What you see is what you get, and we're just literally working our arse off, and we're working as hard as we can just to build a bloody good future, provide really high quality HMOs that give good returns for investors. You know, everyone's a winner. We love what we do. Building these businesses it's an absolute pleasure, and we just want to, you know, be the best, one of the best at what we do. So yeah, hope you see value in that. I hope you enjoy watching us grow. Probably should film more of our arguments. That'd be even rawer.
We'll see how many views them one gets.
Yeah.
Those one get.
We could get a little vote of who's right and wrong as well. Going. Anyway.
Wouldn't you put yourself through that, Ollie?
We're going to love you and leave you.
You actually did do that once, do you remember?
I don't remember.
About the tiles in one of the properties, you're like...
Yeah, it wasn't a row, was it? It was just like, what do you think? Are these two girly or not? And I got proved wrong. Right, fine. I've learnt my lesson then. So I've just learnt to trust Alicia now. Don't question her. She knows how to design HMOs really well. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to stop rambling. We love you all. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for your support if you've written a comment ever in the past. Hope you've had a great week. I hope you have a great week. And we will see you soon. Take care, my friends.
Bye.